spiritual practice with meditation. So I don't know if some of you have watched my videos before, but I got into meditation like right when I found fitness, because once you change your mind, you start to control, now that I know bigger terminology, more terminology, because I've been on my path, it's your subconscious that you start to gain control over. And if you don't have control over your subconscious, then you'll be just misled. There will be a lot of betrayalment upon yourself too. This doesn't even include no one. It's not the best for you to have a subconscious mind controlling you. You need to get the subconscious mind, your mind, in track, in a healthy state of consciousness and honesty and purity. I started meditating, and I started doing chakra meditations, and I shared a chakra meditation just a couple days ago of a meditation that I customly came up with this summer that has worked with me, because it's chakra and breathing together, so it really helps you feel a great shift in energy. Tell me that you do any kind of breathing meditation and you not feel a shift of just a shift of change. That change too is from a lower state of energy, of consciousness and awareness, to a greater sense of consciousness and awareness, and a higher shift of energy and a higher vibration. We are energy beings, we're energetic beings. That's why energy is very vital to us. And we go around some people and they could drain our energy, and we go around some people and they could magnify our energy, and we could feel better and more positive and just joyed and happy, because we are energetic being. It's very vital source to us. Sometimes meditate at night, but I do more grounding meditations at night. Those are more centering, balancing yourself, and grounding and calming and soothing. And then I do more high energy, chi energy, manifestation, chakra activation, higher enlightenment, higher vibrational energy meditations in the morning. I just went through this big rebirth. I shedded all away from things that did not serve me. I disputed, and I just purged, basically. Just purged everything that was negative, including my eating habits, the way I talked to myself, including toxic relationships. I terminated those relationships that I had with people, including family. I just got to myself, and it honestly all happened when that first time meditating. A light bulb just went off in my head, and it made sense. And I just knew at that time that I was meditating, I was never going to ever be the same again either. And it was kind of a little bit of fear there as well as happiness though too, because I know I was changing for the better. But fear of the unknown. I was afraid of the fear of the unknown and who I was about to become, because I knew I wasn't no longer going to be that Marianne anymore. She was weak. She was addicted to bad foods. She didn't know herself. She wasn't fully confident. She wasn't sexy. She just really was a overworker, entrepreneur, workaholic. She loved spending money, and she didn't know how it was to truly connect within herself and to truly connect with others on a more spiritual, metaphysical level with your hearts and not your mind. Once you open up your heart is the most important thing, because then it comes in set in alignment with your mind. And I am no longer her, but like now I know what I'm made of, and when I see a dilemma or a problem's arising, I come up with a solution. I'm a solutionist, I'm a problem solver, I'm a self-thinker, I'm a critical thinker, and I'm a forward thinker, and I plan and I prepare for success that my spirit desires. It's bestowed in me now, and there's nothing that fills that void in me other than having this relationship with spirit and with the creator. I feel like I used to suppress that now that I know what I know too, and I was trying to fill it with food and shopping and mundane relationships, meaningless relationships, going out to eat. I was trying to fill that so I could feel something that was real, but I never truly got that feeling that invoked me and just took over my soul and recharged me and recharged my mind and recharged my spirit and just made life worth living, truly, internally and outward. So I really owe a lot to meditation because it has set me free. It has showed me things that I was doing that were detrimental to me that I needed to stop, or it showed me what was going to happen. I didn't want to go down those right. You do see premonitions, you do see futuristic events conducting themselves, and it's going to tell you, you could either make this choice and take this left path, or take the right path, or the right or the left. It's going to let you know you are sabotaging yourself. You are self-sabotaging yourself. You need to stop doing this, and this is the path that you need to walk on to self-serve yourself in the higher self, your form. Honor your spirit and honor the Creator and your relationship with the Creator and God, because we are all a part of God, because God made us. God is within us. God is within our hearts. You open your heart to love and to the information, and open up to all receiving what it is to have to bestowed on you, that it wants to teach you. You open up to that and just be ready to be a student, and open up your heart to things that you do not know, but you know you want to learn. Just having that true genuine feeling within your heart, and open up and go into meditation with that intent. Setting intentions before meditation is very, very important now as well. I didn't know this though until like the last year. I just used to go in and meditate. So I could say that I've trialed and erred, and that's why I want to teach you guys from my journey some ways that you could tweak your habits and your meditations to get more success out of them, instead of just kind of like going into it like I did, just going into it and receiving. There's like, you could control more than what you think you can. But I'm just glad I started. I don't regret my path. I know that my path was meant for me, and I had to learn all that I learned from it. So probably just to create this channel and share this information with you guys. And nothing's perfect. Everything is trial and error. We just strive and we reach forward. We keep on reaching. We kind of try to strive for perfection, but there's no such thing as perfect either. So knowing that and just being humbled with that, but knowing that you're trying to be the best you and be a better version of yourself every day in and out. Guys, is a few weeks later, or even a few days within that week that I first did my meditation, I went into a meditation, and like I said, they're not all going to be full of light and love. There are several like good stories that are filled with full light and love, and you feel ambitious and you feel positive, and you are ready to take on whatever kind of dilemmas or challenges come to you, and you're just full of light and love and energy, and you're optimistic, and you're just a warrior. You get that true warrior spirit, and nothing could deflect you or took you off your path. But sometimes you do have some ones that are not so enlightened, not so full of light. They're all enlightening though. That's the thing. Enlightenment is just showing and allowing the universe to show you what you need to learn. So one of them that week was I meditated and I went into lotus position, and I was just, that's when I started to just, my conscious mind connected with my subconscious now that I know what I know, and it just told me to go into the lotus position and ask the universe to show you what you need to see. Like, and sometimes I do still go and I use that mantra. I go into a meditation and I say, universe, show me what it is that I need to see and what I need to know. What do I need to know? What do I need to see? Show me, universe. I'll just go into it with that mantra and that intent, and it'll show me whatever I need to see. And one of them showed me that day, and that's what really helped me to choose better eating habits, choose a better healthy lifestyle. And I'm not saying this is what's going to work for you or this is going to happen to you, but this is truly my journey and what happened to me, and I owe my success to it, and I want to share it. I want to get it out there because I want people to know the power and the magnitude that meditation holds. So I was in a meditation and I seen chaos. I seen humanity and all the chaos and the partakingness that we partake into it. So I seen the pollution. I seen the weather changing, the storms, the tropical storms, the global warming. I seen trash. I seen people waiting in lines for fast food, and they no longer desire to serve themselves and make their own food that's full of health and wealth and love, that's made from themselves. They're in urgency to go get this food that is bad for them, and it's almost like it's fake food too. It's almost like Play-Doh is what it told me. Like, it's not even of substance or any nutritional value, but people are in lines and lines and lines for it, and they can't get enough for it. So it's like we're feeding that addiction, we're feeding that lower self, the taste buds, but the conscious mind isn't awake. We're just self-serving the taste buds. I seen that in that meditation. I seen just all the destructiveness and the chaos, and seeing that humanity is heading to destruction. And I knew I didn't want to be a part of that. I knew I didn't want to be a part of it, and I knew I no longer was, because I was already eating healthy. But that was a premonition that I got, and it still speaks to me, and I still remember it like if it was yesterday. And this is something that happened to me over 5 years ago, because I don't want to be a partaker of that. Hey, whether that's being done and it's being done, and I can't change everyone's partakingness into it and what they partake into it, but I know I'm not a part of it. I know I don't go to fast food restaurants. I'm not saying I'm better either. The Creator showed me, and the message that it wanted to convey to me, and this is what I learned. I'm not going to be a partaker of that. I'm not going to be one of those mindless people in lines at fast food places. I will go get me a salad, organic salad from King Soopers in the grocery aisle. It takes just as much effort than to wait in line to hand over my money to some salty fries and fake food. Plus, you guys, there's some videos on McDonald's that they see that there's even human flesh in those burgers that they serve, and I will link that video below. There's some disturbing shit out there, trust me. But there's a lot of good shit out there. For every problem that there is in the universe, there is a solution, you guys. So don't get afraid by just fear and the problems. There's always a solution. That's the way natural law in the universe works. I didn't want to be a part of the pollution. I started to recycle. I go drop off my recycles at Target. I didn't want to be that lower self person anymore either, that was full of fear, because when I felt all that fear, it really helped me realize that I was acting out of fear too, that was the main emotion that I was retracting of and going off of, and I knew I didn't want to be a part of that either. I wanted to shed, like I said, and just purge and cleanse and clear all the non-serving lifestyle habits that I had, relationships that I had, habits that I had, and not be that person anymore. That person that wasn't giving herself the best that she deserved. And that was when I knew I was going to be consistent about working out 5 days a week to 6 days a week, so sometimes even 7 days a week, because my rest days are still active rest. I still go for an hour walk, or at least 30 minutes, and I still do like 45 minutes to an hour of yoga too. I just don't lift 5 days a week, so I just want to make that clear, because it's kind of a little scary to shed everything that you think that makes you at that time till the new you is being born, because it's hard to recognize yourself. It's hard to go to yourself and associate with yourself, because you're such a new being that it's incredible. Now that I go to myself, I know who my true self is. I'm still learning too. I'm not saying that this is me and this is where I'll always reside. I'm gonna evolve. I'm gonna keep on evolving, and that's what all of us should do as human beings, is always learn and be a student of life and always evolve. But I'm so grateful that I did it. I'm so grateful that I wasn't afraid, because I remember contemplating having conversations with myself like, are you sure you want to do this? You're never going to be the same. And the enlightenment that I've gotten and I've received, and the messages that I've received, and the premonitions that I've received are amazing, and I can't wait to share those videos with you guys.